Band-Aid off. Angela Levin didn't drop a bombshell. She detonated a PR nuke. In one calculated breath, the veteran royal biographer didn't just throw shade at Meghan Markle, she cracked open the entire fairy tale romance that's been sold to the world for the past 7 years. And what's lurking beneath that polished love story? A strategic power play that might have started with someone else entirely, Prince William. Yeah, you heard that right. According to Levin, Meghan didn't initially set her sights on Harry. She wanted the big prize, the heir, not the spare. Prince William! That's the claim that's now floating around like smoke in a closed room, making everyone cough with suspicion. And this isn't coming from a random royal gossip blog. This is Angela Levin we're talking about. The woman's been rubbing shoulders with palace insiders since before Meghan even knew what a duchess was. Levin claims she heard it straight from people inside the palace. Real ones, not gossip columnists. Staffers, aides, people who saw it firsthand. They say Meghan's early behavior raised eyebrows, not just because she was eager, but because that eagerness seemed laser-locked on William. Not in an overtly romantic way, but more like a hunter sizing up her prey. Calculated charm, studied warmth. Not flirting, positioning. Strategic moves from someone who knew proximity equals power in royal circles. Now, let's pause for a second. Meghan Markle wasn't some clueless actress accidentally wandering into the royal family.
Now, just want to react to this particular video. And basically, this video is saying Meghan is furious as Angela Levin publicly drops her most guarded secret ever. And that secret, what they mean by that is the secret that Meghan was actually interested in Prince William before she got interested in Prince Harry, simply because she wanted the heir, not the spare. Let's take a listen a little bit more.
She showed up at events where the Cambridges were present. She'd been moving in elite circles for years. Hollywood, celebrity stylists, political donors. She knew how the game worked. And if what Levin says is true, she played it like a pro. She knew where William and Kate would be. She got herself invited. She didn't stumble into these rooms. She navigated toward them. But here's where it gets juicy. According to Levin, William saw it coming from a mile away. Raised in the royal spotlight, the man's been trained to spot opportunists like a hawk spots a rabbit. He kept it cordial, polite, but distant. Meghan's charm apparently bounced right off him. And Kate? She saw it too.
If you ask me about this particular, news where they're showing that Meghan was interested in Prince William, from my own observation, when Meghan was there with the monarchy, I have seen some awkwardness between her and Prince William. It could be that Prince William was, and he is actually still a very, very shy person. He keeps his cool, he keeps his distance, he makes sure that his wife is okay and that his love for her increases, and that everything that he does comes across as genuine. I mean, Prince William is at a very different level when it comes to maturity, handling situation than Harry. There is no doubt about that. Nevertheless, I've seen him in some occasions when Meghan was living with the monarchy, he was not very comfortable while Meghan was around.
Warm, sisterly bond Meghan would later claim she longed for, it never existed. Not because of class differences or cultural misunderstandings, but because, allegedly, Meghan had once had her sights on Kate's husband. Imagine being in Kate's shoes. Every event, every dinner, every public appearance, you're clocking this woman who studies your husband a little too closely. That's not a bond waiting to happen. That's a threat you keep at arm's length. And when William made it clear that he wasn't playing along, the narrative shifted fast. Meghan met Harry. The timing couldn't have been better. A royal bachelor, emotionally open, a bit rebellious, and most importantly, single. Within weeks of their first date, things escalated. Commitment, media headlines, fairy tale in motion. But according to Levin, this wasn't a whirlwind romance born from fate. It was the backup plan. When William became unreachable, Harry became the next viable door into the monarchy. And Harry, bless him, walked right into it. The speed of their romance? It wasn't just love, It was urgency, a pivot, and that's why this whole thing is blowing up now. Because if people start to believe Harry wasn't Meghan's first choice, then the story they've been selling, the interviews, the documentaries, the memoirs, starts to feel less like truth and more like PR fiction. And nobody likes to be lied to, especially when the lie comes wrapped in a tiara. It wasn't just the William revelation that shook people, it was the pattern it fit into. Meghan's relationships, both personal and professional, have always had a common thread.
What I understand from this is that Meghan Markle was not, even though, as I mentioned, there were some encounters where Prince William was looking very awkward, not very comfortable while Meghan was around. I think the main plot of Meghan Markle, or the main objective, or the main goal for her getting into this relationship with Prince Harry, was that she hoped and thought she could make millions just by using her titles. Just by using her titles. That was really the plan. But, of course, that backfires, since especially she trashed the monarchy with Oprah Winfrey and the interview. It just backfired. It just went downhill. But even after that interview, Meghan Markle was always looking for some free checks, free money. And she thought that using title would be enough to get by every day. She did not ever want to work hard. That obviously did not work, and now we see Meghan Markle regretting every single day, marrying Prince Harry, who is not able to earn for the family. Rather, he is becoming a true and real life spare.
Access, influence, positioning. Long before she ever walked into a royal garden party, she'd already shown signs of knowing how to play the proximity game. Look at her first marriage. Trevor Ingleson wasn't some random guy from a Hollywood coffee shop. He was a producer, a man with connections, a direct pipeline into the entertainment industry. And while their marriage eventually fizzled out, that relationship elevated her profile faster than any audition ever could.
Exactly.
Then came her post-divorce glow-up. Suddenly, Meghan was being photographed with stylists, publicists, and socialites who had deeper connections than she ever had on the Suit set.
If you don't remember.
Again, this is exactly what I said. Meghan wanted some clout by using her title. And the irony is that people who distant themselves from Meghan Markle was, or still doing so, is because of her title. Because they know she's going to be using that ahead of her personality, her true self. In other words, I am what my title is. That's not how you socialize with people. You don't take your title to a conversation, to a gossip, to an event, and hope that people will just listen to you simply because your title. People will listen to you because of what you say, the way you say it, the knowledge behind it, and all of those things. But I think this delusional, super delusional, I should not call her delusional, she's actually super delusional person, got it all wrong from day one. See you in the next video.